Welcome to an overview discussion and demonstration of the Time and Attendance modules from DELMIAworks. Time and Attendance allows for timely and consistent labor reporting, ensuring accurate payroll processing and job costing in a production environment. The DELMIAworks Time and Attendance module is a powerful time clock system that collects labor details for both payroll and job costing. It integrates seamlessly with the payroll, financial, and manufacturing modules within the system. Knowing when and where labor is allocated helps to identify labor-intensive processes as well as those that are more efficient. The Time and Attendance modules allow users to streamline labor tracking, automate employee scheduling, and improve job costing, all contributing to a more efficient and profitable organization. In this demonstration, we will cover the basic setup of time and attendance and see its effects within payroll and shifts. We will also see how time clock logging makes collecting data for payroll fast and accurate, as well as looking at the ways job cost tracking can apply time to a work order for a manufactured item, production process, tooling project, or MRO work order. Finally, we will also explore the additional attendance features available within the Time and Attendance modules for tracking employee absences and attendance violations for tracking tardiness or absenteeism of employees. Let's first discuss the basic setup for time and attendance, which consists of determining pay types, pay rules, and shifts. Within the Pay Types module, users can set up pay preferences, such as base pay, overtime, and paid holidays. Accrual settings can be set for each pay type in the upper area of this window, and tax information in the lower section. The Pay Rules module allows users to define the preferences for various pay types, such as overtime, the basis of overtime payments, and what constitutes overtime within the system. Consecutive, weekend, and holiday pay settings can be defined in this window as well. Opening the Shift Settings module allows users to create the various types of shifts and clock-in, clock-out rules, including the length of breaks, whether an employee will be paid for non-scheduled time, rounding settings, and so on. New rules with different parameters can be created by clicking on the plus icon here. Now that we have discussed the time and attendance setup process, we will now discuss the actual time clock feature within the system, which is responsible for collecting employee hours for the DELMIAworks payroll module or any other third-party payroll system. Employees have several ways to clock into the system, including the IQ Clock executable, shop data, assembly data, or the clock-in, clock-out module within DELMIAworks. All of these modules integrate seamlessly with any serial device such as a keyboard, biometric hand scanner, or badge readers. We will now demonstrate how an employee would clock into their shift using the clock-in, clock-out module. Once the user has entered their information, whether that be with their badge number or some other compatible device, the system lists the specific employee's name and includes their official clock-in time, accurate to the nearest second. Any messages for the specific employee will also be displayed at the top of this window. Within the Clock-in, Clock-out maintenance module, supervisors can verify, modify, and approve employee clock-in and out information. Once these details have been posted by clicking on the checkmark here, it will be prepared for payroll, whether that be through DELMIAworks or a third-party payroll service. Using the clock-in, clock-out functionality within the system enhances payroll accuracy and streamlines the labor tracking process. We will now explore the other modules for tracking employee time. The Employee Absence Calendar provides the ability to enter pre-planned employee absences within the system, such as vacation. This information is automatically applied to the time cards of the relevant employees. Attendance violations allows a user to set rules for dealing with an employee's unplanned absence or tardiness, including a point system that counts against employees to which these apply. It utilizes an SQL script to determine when an attendance violation has occurred and to determine an appropriate number of negative points against the offending employee. These points are used for administrative purposes only. This covers the payroll and time clock side of time and attendance. Let's now move into the job costing side, which helps organizations determine the overall efficiency of specific work orders based on the calculations of labor costing that apply. Using the Tasks Clock-in, Clock-out module, which looks extremely similar to the payroll version of the clocking in and clocking out, a user will clock in by using either their badge number or another compatible device. This screen allows users to clock in to specific production work orders, processes, projects, or MRO work orders. The user will then select the task class of their identified activity and look up or scan the work order number, clocking them into the specific task. Once the user has completed this specific task, they can simply select their task ID and then clock out. Please note that if the user has closed this window after clocking in to the given task, the system would have returned them to the login screen. In this case, the user would simply log back in with their badge number, select the correct task ID, and then select Clock Out. The system then displays a simple confirmation of the clockout time. With the labor details now tied to specific work orders and projects within the system, users can now run any of the reports within Production Reporting, Project Manager, or MRO to review and analyze the labor details. This concludes our presentation of Time and Attendance from DELMIAworks. The system provides complete functionality to effectively capture and manage payroll and job costing information in a way that helps contribute to more efficient and profitable organizations. Thank you for taking the time to watch our demonstration of the Time and Attendance modules from DELMIAworks. If you would like more information on the products and services from DELMIAworks, please visit 3ds.com/DELMIAworks.